This is Prash Fenn with Math Solving, and today we're doing trigonometric substitutions, not integrals, substitutions. Question 6. So for this problem, we have the integral of x squared over the square root of 5 plus x squared with respect to x. And what you're supposed to do is draw a triangle, which I have nicely done for you. And in this triangle, the hypotenuse is the square root of 5 plus x squared. And that means the adjacent side is square root of 5, and the opposite side is x. And this is all relative to theta, which is always going to be in this left corner when dealing with these type of triangles. So from this triangle, we know that tangent theta equals x over square root of 5. That means x equals square root of 5 times tangent theta. And you'll have to figure this out later in the step, but since I already have solved this problem, I know that you need to know what secant theta is, and secant theta equals square root of 5 plus x squared over square root of 5. And that will just help you out later in this problem. So we know that x equals square root of 5 times tangent theta, and that means dx, or the derivative of x, equals square root of 5 secant squared theta d theta. And then x squared equals 5 tangent squared theta. And if you know what x squared is, you can say that 5 plus x squared equals, or all under the square root, equals 5 plus 5 tangent squared, which equals, and if you take out a 5, it's 5 times 1 plus tangent squared, and 1 plus tangent squared equals secant squared, so it equals the square root of 5 secant squared, which equals square root of 5 secant theta. So now that you know that, you have the integral, you have the integral x squared over square root of 5 plus x squared, and if you substitute in all the values gotten, you have integral of 5 tangent squared theta over square root of 5 secant theta times square root of 5 secant squared theta with respect to theta. And this equals, if you cancel out like terms, the integral of 5 tangent squared theta secant theta with respect to theta. And then this, if you change tangent squared to secant squared theta minus 1 so that everything's in secant, which makes it so much easier, equals 5 times the integral, because you pull out a 5 from there if you guys didn't catch that, 5 times the integral of secant squared theta minus 1 times secant theta d theta, and if you multiply out secant theta, it's 5 times the integral of secant cubed theta minus secant theta, all with respect to theta. So now that you know that, you can separate them and solve them separately, and it will equal 5 times 1/2 secant tangent minus 1/2 natural log of the absolute value of secant tangent, or secant theta plus tangent theta. And then if you substitute back in what you got for tangent theta and what you got for secant theta, see, I told you need secant theta, you get 1/2 times x over square root of 5 plus x squared minus 1/2 times the natural log of square root of 5 plus x squared over square root 5 plus x over square root 5 plus c. And it's plus b because there is no bounds, as you should know by now. This is Prash Fenn with Math Solving. The end.